Would you like to be a part of KABAR's history? In this package, we have that. They've been around since 1898, and this is their first one of this type of knife. So let's check it out. Now, Blightsters, we're going to check out this knife here. This is going to be one from KABAR. So they've been around since 1898. So one that has been well ingrained in the community as far as the knife community goes. So we're going to actually look at this one. This is going to be their first of this style of knife. So there's an article on, I believe it's Knife News, and then I did actually email the company to verify that they did say this is actually their first of this type of knife. So they may have had something with a collaboration, but this is going to be the first one that's actually branded under them and actually sold by them. So this is not the knife, so that's just their general packaging. But this is going to be the one that's a Mark 85. So we can get that zoomed in or focus. So Mark 98. I apologize. So Mark 98. So this is going to be one here. So I'll take a look at that as far as what this one is. So right off the bat, the scaling on this is just something that's really appealing, because this looks like a wood grain handles, but this is G10, so it has a good texture to it, a good grip, and then it just looks like two slabs of wood that are slapped on here. And it is a flipper tab. It does have the fuller, so there's actually one to take out some of the weight for the blade. This is a pretty thick blade stock for the knife. So those are some of the things first right off the bat that I did notice. And I did throw on the scale too, so there's a 5-ounce knife. So if that's going to be too much for you, then you might look at something else. But if you want to be part of that, pick up and support their efforts. So this is going to be the first flipper tab knife that they offer, and then so if you want to be that kind of get that first one on your block type of thing, this would be a way to go for the knife. So some of the things that might be somewhat of a turnoff for some people. This is a China-made knife, so I'm not going against anything that's made in China, because there are some amazing knives made in China, but this one is going to be on the lower end as far as steel goes. So it's a 5 CR15 as far as the blade steel. So this one I did put a little bit of oil on it. I actually did also change the orientation on the pocket clip. So it does come up shipping as far as a tip down orientation. I did change that to the tip up orientation. So it does stick out of the pocket quite a bit. So that's one thing that might be a good improvement. But if you're going to be taking this out with you going hiking or something like that, then that's not going to really make much of a difference. But if you're going to be doing more of an urban carry, that might actually make a difference for that. So it flips fairly well, and then also does close decently too. So it is on the Teflon washers for this one here. So overall, first impression on it, I got introduced to it by Mr. Blower1. So he just brought it up in one of the comments. It's like, oh yeah, I'll go check it out. And then so I looked at it. I was like, oh, okay, it's going to be their first iteration of a flipper knife. So I was like, yeah, I'll support it. I went on to Blade HQ, picked it up. No affiliation with them, but they did have this for a decent price. So even though their starting price might be possibly a little bit higher than some, their shipping price is normally about $3, so it works out to be better in a lot of cases. So I did pick it from them, and I was actually surprised. I think there's only, as far as other videos, there's only 3 other videos that are up. So this is going to be probably the 4th video up for this knife. So that's actually kind of exciting to actually be able to introduce you folks to this blade here. It's a 3.5 inch blade, and we'll look at that as far as a comparison on some of the other iconic ones. So that's going to be that knife here. Then we have the SE Avispa. So that's going to be this one. This is basically a Rat Model 1. And then you have the Rat Model 2. This will be kind of that comparison there. So you can kind of see it's a little bit smaller than the Rat 1, but then a good deal bigger than the Rat 2. And so that's where you can kind of see if this one's going to be something that you're even carry. If you like the styling of it, then pick it up. So I guess the end result is, well, I guess how much is it? So China made knife, first flipper tab, KABAR. This one actually came in a little bit above 20 bucks. So if you could spare that and you want to actually kind of be the first one on your block to pick one up, this is that first iteration. So since that 1898, they had not had a flipper tab knife, and now they do. So if that's something you want to pick up, check it out. And if you have any other questions, comments, leave it in the comments down below. And if you have any more questions on this one, do let me know as well. And thanks for your time.